Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learning with Maurya. Myself Pawan Maurya, 1B20 IS 030 of Department Information Science and Engineering, studying in third year engineering from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Today we will be discussing about web technology application and subject code is 18CS63. In this particular subject, we will mainly discuss at an introduction to HTML. Without further delay, let's get into the topics. Here, contents of HTML, introduction of the HTML, objective of HTML, worldwide web technology, HTML tools, HTML terminology, how to create an HTML document, saving and viewing a HTML documents, advantage of HTML, disadvantage of HTML. Yeah, let's get into the introduction of the HTML. HTML is a language for describe web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is not a programming language; it is a markup language. A markup language is a set of markup tags. HTML uses markup tags to describe web pages. HTML stands for the Hypertext Markup Language. It is used to create a documents on the World Wide Web. It is simply a collection of a certain keywords called tags that are helpful in writing the documents to be displayed using a browser on internet. It is a platform independent language that can be used on any platform such as a Windows, Linux, Macintosh, and so on to display documents in web. It is essential to mark up the different elements, headings, paragraphs, tables, and so on of the documents with the HTML tags. To view a markup documents, user has to open the documents in a browser. A browser understand the interpret the HTML tags, identifies the structure of the documents, which part are which, and makes decision about presentation, how to parts look of the documents. HTML also provides tags to make the documents look attractive using graphics, font size, and colors. A user can make a link to the other documents or the different section of the same document by creating hypertext link, also known as a hyperlinks. Yeah, here objectives of HTML: create, save and view HTML documents, format a web page using section heading tags, describe ordered and unordered list, explain graphics in HTML documents, describe hypertext link, and making text or image links. Worldwide Web uses in worldwide user. The World Wide Web, abbreviated as WW or W3, as a commonly known as the web, is a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed via the internet with a web browser. One can view web pages that may contain text, image, video, and other multimedia, and navigate between them via hyperlinks. Here, here HTML tools. There are two tools of HTML. HTML editor. It is the programs that one uses to create and save HTML documents. They fall into two categories. The first is text based or code based, which allow one to see the HTML code as one is creating a documents or notepad. Netscape Composer web browser. Second one is web browser. It is the program that one used to view and test the test the HTML documents. They translate HTML encoded files into the text, image, sound, and other features users see. Microsoft Internet Explorer, Netscape, Scape, Mosaic, Chrome are explain example of browser that enable user to view text and image, and many more other worldwide web features. They are a software that must be installed on user computer. HTML terminology. Some commonly used terms in HTML are: first, tags. Tags are always written within angles brackets. It is a piece of text is used to identify an element so that the browser realize how to display its content. HTML, how it's display its content. Tags indicate the start of the HTML document. That HTML tag can be two types. They are pair tags. A tag is said to be a paired tag if a text is placed between a tag and its companions tag. In pair tags, the first tag is referred to as a opening tags, and the second tag is referred to as a closing tag. Second one is unpaired tags. An unpaired tag, the tag does not have a companion tags. Unpaired tags, also known as a singular or stand-alone tags, for example, BR or HR, etc. Second terminology of the HTML attributes. Attributes is the property of an tag that is specified in the opening angle brackets. It is supplied additional information like a color, size, home, font, style, it is etc. to the browser about a tag. Example: most of the common attributes are height, color, width, src, border, alignment, etc. Third, Third terminology of the HTML documents type definition is a collection of the rules written in the standard generalized markup language, which is denoted by SGML. HTML is defined in term of its DTDS. All the details of HTML tags, entities, and related documents structure are defined in the DTDS. Fourth types of terminology of HTML elements. Element is the component of a document structure such as a little title or paragraph or a list. It can include an opening and closing tag and the content within its. How to create an HTML document. The essential tags that are required to create a HTML documents are open Angular HTML and close Angular HTML, heading, body, etc. HTML tag. The HTML tag encloses all the other HTML tags and associated text within your documents. It is an optional text. You can create an HTML document that omits these tags, and your browser can still read it. It can display it, but it is always a good form to include the start and stop tags. The format is HTML. Your title is a document's content text within HTML text goes here, and closing HTML. Most HTML tags have two parts: an opening tags and closing tags. The closing tag is the same as the opening tags except the slash. Mark example, closing HTML, the slash mark is always used to closing tags. An HTML documents has two distinct part: head and body. HTML head and body. HTML tag header. Head tag comes after the HTML starter tag. It contains title tag to give the documents a title that display on the browser title bar at the top. The format is head title. Your title goes here. Title is closing title and closing head. Body tag. The body tags contain all the text and graphics of the documents all the HTML tags are used for control and formatting of the pages. The format is a opening body, your documents goes here, and closing body. And HTML documents web page can be created using a text editor, Notepad or WordPad. All the HTML documents should have the extension HTML or HTML. It is required a web browser like Internet Explorer or Netscape Navigator or Common Communicator to view the documents. Attributes used with the body. BG color used to set the background color of the for the documents. Example: body background color is equal to yellow. Your document text goes here and closing the body text used to set the color of the text of the documents. Example: oh, text is equal to red. Text is equal to red. Introduction to HTML. Document text change to red color and closing the body here. Document text change to red color. Merging, set the left hand comma right hand merging of the documents. Left merging, set the left hand margin of the documents. Example: body left margin is equal to 60. This document is indicated 60 pixel from the left hand side of the pages. Closing body. Top margin, set the left hand margin of the documents. Example: body top margin is equal to 60. This documents is indented 60 pixel from the top of the pages. Closing the body here. Background, it is used to point to an image file. The file with an extension GIF or JPEG that will be used as the background of the document. The image file will be tiled across the documents. Example: opening body, here giving the background color is equal to file name dot if. your documents, some text or here, and closing the body. Follow the step to create and view in a browser. Step 1. Open text editor notepad, click on start. Goes to all program after programs accessory notepad. Step 2. Enter the following lines of code. HTML, head, title, my first program, my first page. Closing title, closing head, and body. Well, welcome to my first web pages. Closing the body and closing the HTML tag. Step 3. Save the file as a my first page.html. Go to file, save as, give file name my first page.html. Choose save as type all file, click save. Step 4. Viewing a document in web browser, open internet explorer, click on file, open browser, select the file my first page.html, click open, click OK. Here, advantage of the HTML, easy to use, loose syntax. Although, began to flexible will not comply with the standard. Supported on supported on almost every browser, if not all browsers. Widely used, established on almost every website, if not all website. Very similar to XML syntax, which is an increasingly increase, increasingly used for data storage. Free. You need not buy any software. Easy to learn and code even for noise program new programmers. It cannot produce disadvantage of the HTML. It cannot produce dynamic output along, since it is a static language. Sometimes the structuring of HTML document is hard to grasp. You have to keep up with the depre- deprecated tags and make sure not to be used them. Deprecated tags appears because another language that work with HTML has replaced the original work of the tags. Thus, the other language need to be learned most of the times. It is CSS. Security features offered by HTML are limited. Thank you. That's all.